Hello, welcome to another Tub Pilates video. Today we're going to be doing an intermediate class focusing on everyone's favorite, the magic circle, ring of fire, circle of doom, whatever you call it. We're going to be using this bad boy today. You're also going to need your black box, so make sure you have that nearby. We're going to start with some footwork. So for footwork, I like 2 mediums and a heavy, or 2 mediums and a light, kind of depends on my mood. Go ahead and set whatever you like. I'm going to go 2 mediums, 1 light today because we will be doing some single leg footwork sprinkled in there. And then grab your magic circle and let's get into it. We're going to start laying down. You're going to take that magic circle. It's going to go in between your ankles, just above those ankle bones. It's going to feel a little bit awkward. And that's kind of what we're looking for. Go ahead and take your feet arches to the foot bar. Step up in just a little bit so you have a little bit of pressure on that ring. And then let's get a couple breaths in through our nose. Fill up your rib cage. Exhale out through your mouth. Knit everything together. 1 more. And on this next inhale, we'll press it off on the exhale. Bend your knees, bring it back in. So you should be feeling a little bit of tension on that magic circle. Your feet are wider than hip distance, probably, to get that magic circle in between them. Give everything a good squeeze when you press it out. Really activate those inner legs that are working to squeeze that magic circle. Press it all the way out. Come halfway in and pause. We'll go tiny pulses, up an inch, down an inch for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Pull it all the way in. And then slide up to your heels and turn your toes out a little bit, kind of like you're in a wide Pilates V. So toes are turned out, knees are turned out, but we're on our heels. Press it out on your exhale. And this time when you press it out, you should start to feel a pretty good squeeze on that magic circle because we're kind of coming back into our heels as we press out. Good squeeze. Make sure you're taking a baby little pause, little micro pause when you press out. Make sure everything gets a good squeeze. Good. 1 more. Press it all the way out. Pull it halfway in. And we're going to go little pulses in on that ring. It's through the ankle, so it's a little weird, but think about bringing those inner thighs together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Pull it all the way in. Turn your feet back to parallel. Slide down to your toes. That ring's probably going to hit your butt. Just try to ignore it. Press the carriage out. We're going to go combo move here. So we press it out. We're going to go 1 calf raise. Bend your knees, bring it in. Now, when you do that calf raise, your magic circle might press into your little platform. If it is, you can try and kind of turn it a little so it avoids it, but we won't be here for very long, so just do your best. Let's get 2 more. Little calf raise. Last one. And let's do 3 calf raises. Last one. Good. Bend your knees, bring it in. We're going to take that magic circle, put it around the ball of our foot, right after where your toes attach. And let's go arch of our other foot onto that foot bar. We're going to press the carriage out. This is our single leg footwork here, but we're focusing on getting that little stretch. As we bend our knee to bring it in, let's bend our magic circle knee in. And then we straighten both legs. Bend both legs. Straighten both legs. Bend both legs. Straighten both legs. Good, let's get 2 more. Last one. Press it out and pause. Grab onto that magic circle with your left hand. Right hand's going to grab onto the peg above your shoulder rest. We're going to windshield wiper this leg in and out. The magic circle is just there to provide a little bit of support. It's the leg that's doing the work. It's just a little support. You could even think about just grabbing on with just your fingertips so that you're not dragging your leg with your arm. Let's get one more. And while we're here, just because it feels nice, let's swap those hands. Let's take a little IT band stretch. Pull that leg across your body and do a little bend and extend. Always feels nice. Good. Pull your leg back to center. Bend your knee to bring it in. We'll swap our feet. We'll get the other side. Magic circle goes on the ball of the foot. Both hands on the magic circle. Straighten both legs. Bend both legs. Straighten. Bend. And when you press out for that straighten, you can take a little stretch there if you want. Why not? Feels good. Nice and controlled. Try not to smash into those springs. We'll go one more. We're going to take our right hand to the magic circle. Left hand comes to the peg. And we windshield wiper that leg. Think about grabbing on with just your fingertips. It's still your leg in control. The magic circle just adds a little bit of support for 4. 3 more. 2. Last one. Pull it in. Swap your hands. Take that leg across your body. Do a little bend and extend. Get that IT band stretch. Pull your leg back to center. Both hands return to the magic circle and bring it on home. All right, cool. Take your feet, step it through the magic circle. I'm going to have it right above my ankle bones. You could take it up to your thighs, just above your knees if you'd like to, for a little bit more support here. Take your legs up to the ceiling. Hands come behind your head. Lift up into forward flexion. Double leg lower lift, pressing out on that magic circle. If you want, you can add a pulse, 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 pulse at the top and the bottom. You can also reach your arms down by your sides. A little bit more ab work. I'm going to keep my hands behind my head because I'm filming a bunch of these today and my abs are starting to get tired. Let's get 2 more. Last one. And relax. Step out of that magic circle. We need to come up and swap our springs really quickly. So let's roll on up. We're going to go to one light or one medium. If you're not sure and your reformer has buttons, you can go one light button. We're going to be doing some single arm work. So you kind of want to play around with what works for you. One light wouldn't be bad though, because we're definitely going to get into our abs with this. Go ahead and lay back down. Take the magic circle into your right hand. Press it. You want it to kind of be stacked this way. I think if you do it this way, your leg's going to get in the way. I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, press that magic circle into the top of your thigh. So that side's active. That's your right side. Left side, you're going to reach up for that strap. Take your legs into tabletop. And we're going to start with just a lower and lift of that arm, holding that left side, holding that right side with that magic circle. And now let's add in some leg work. Let's shoot the leg out as we bring the arm up. Getting into our abs a little bit more. Other side is working, still pressing against that magic circle. Take your arm up to the ceiling. We're going to windshield out to the side, and let's add in a matching leg. And you can do it with a straight leg or a bent leg. 3, 2, last one. Come back to center, leg comes to tabletop. We're going to finish with an arm circle. If you want to extend your leg out as you do it, you can, and you can do kind of like a silly little leg circle. Reverse your direction. A little bit harder to think about that leg circle in reverse. but it's kind of like a swimming leg circle. Last one. Good. Pull your arm down by your side. And we'll finish with some triceps with a matching leg for 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it in, lower those feet down. Ooh, that other arm's burning. All right, hang up that strap. We gotta switch it to the other side. Grab onto your right handle. Right arm's gonna reach up to the ceiling. Take that magic circle into your left hand, press it into your left thigh. Take your legs into tabletop. We start with our lower and lift. You can kind of play around with what feels better way to press into that magic circle, either keeping that elbow tight or taking it out wide. And let's add in a matching leg extension. Kind of like a dead bug, a unilateral dead bug. Don't forget your breath. Bring it in, pause. Straighten that leg up to the ceiling. We do our windshield wiper. Ooh, try and keep that other leg still. It really wants to also windshield wiper. It's a lot of abs here to keep you up straight. My left arm is burning already. Good. Pull it back in. We'll go arm circles. And you can do kind of matching leg circles. Like a little swimmer. Reverse your direction. Last one. Good. Pull your arms down by your side. I know that left arm's got to be getting tired. I got to do a little stretch real fast. Okay, here we go. Triceps, switch to the matching leg extension for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh, that magic circle. Ring of fire is right. Okay, give your arms a little stretch. I don't know about you guys, but that's really burning my forearm. So give them a little stretch, and then we're going to go ahead and sit up. I want you to stay on that light spring, and I want you to take your foot bar and drop it down to the bottom rung. Now, depending on your reformer, you may want to take the foot bar all the way down. We're going to be working on a forward lunge. So you're going to have a foot on this platform. If you have one of those reformers where you can set a wider platform, go ahead and grab that. This one does have that option, but I don't own it. So stay on your light spring. Drop that foot bar down a little bit so that you can get your foot. Let's take our box. We're going to go short box onto the reformer, press right up against those shoulder rests. And then we're going to come onto the reformer. Okay. This can feel a little bit scary. This is a little bit more advanced than an intermediate, but I think you guys can handle it. And if you don't feel good about it, you're welcome to just do a lunge on the floor, kind of off to the side. So we're going to start by pressing that magic circle. Take it in your left hand, press it into that foot bar. We're going to carefully step it up, take our opposite foot, so our right foot to that platform. And then you're going to lift that left heel, so it's like a little Barbie foot. And we're going to do little lunges here. We've got that magic circle there for balance. So we're not going to come all the way up because we don't want to lose that magic circle. We don't want to lose that connection. If you can see, I have the ball of my foot on this platform because my platform is very small and the foot bar is directly above it. So I can't get my whole foot or my heel onto it. Let's get 2 more little lunges. That back leg is staying straight, reaching out. Last one, pause, reach it out, hold that lunge. Skate that back leg in and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out, pause and pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. And sit back on that reformer for a little minute. Hey, Gizmo. Looks like we're getting a visit from a little kitty cat. This is Gizmo. His real name is Guillermo, but he's too much of a fool to be a Guillermo, aren't you? Yes. All right. I'm out of breath. Let's get the other side. So magic circle comes into right hand presses onto foot bar. We're gonna take that right foot, little Barbie heel, toes down, heel against the box. Lean it forward, reach that left foot to the platform. Safely take it up, hand to the hip. You've got that weight mostly in your left leg. Right leg reaches out straight. Little lunges. That magic circle is there to support us. Try and keep your head lifted. I know I do a bad job at that. I like to look down. I feel more steady, but we want to keep a long neck if we can. Let's get a couple more. 2. Last one, we'll press it back and hold. Skate that back leg in and out. Try and keep the head up for 3, 2, 1. Press it out, pause, and we pulse for 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up. And sit back on that reformer. Woo. All right. That was tough. Excuse me. Okay. Gorgeous. We're going to go into some short box abs now. So that means we're going to be using this little black strap that we've got down here. So go ahead, pull that up and tuck your feet under. Now, depending on your reformer and your anatomy, you might need to gear your machine out. So what we're looking for is your butt to be in the middle of this box. And when you flex your feet back, they lift up off of that little platform. Now, mine don't quite do that. So I'm going to gear it out 1. And while I'm down there, I'm also going to throw on 1 heavy spring, just so I feel like my carriage is not going to slide around. Now, when I flex back, I can get a little lift, although that foot bar is kind of in the way, but that's all right. We'll move it back in a second. We're going to start, yes, Gigi, with our magic circle at our chest. Elbows are out to the side. Palms are pressing into that magic circle. We're going to hinge it back, reach the circle up, tuck it down, and then come back forward. Hinge it back, reach, tuck, squeeze. So hinge means flat back. So don't round that pelvis, don't scoop that pelvis. Think about leading with your head, and that will kind of help you keep a flat back. Reach those arms, tuck it down and squeeze. Make sure your feet are flexing back against those straps. Let's get 2 more. Pull it up. Last one, we're going to reach it back and hold. And then pulse on that magic circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. That is tough. All right. Now we go for our cast a spell. So that's getting in a little rotation. You're going to take the magic circle into a grip. Now we're using it more as like a prop, in the literal sense of the word, rather than to activate any sort of muscles. We're just kind of using it as a prop, as a wand. All right. Flex back on that strap. You're going to hinge back. Arms are going to come out. We're going to twist to the side. Try and tap that magic circle on the ground. Scoop it back up to center. Twist to the side. Tap. Scoop it back. Twist. Tap. Scoop it back. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's get a couple more. Reach. Now, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but my opposite hip, watch my hip, is starting to lift a little bit for me to get that tap. That is okay. We're okay with that. Let's get 1 more on each side. Last one. And relax. All right, now since we've got our magic circle, we're going to do one of my favorite moves here. Excuse me. This is a little tree prep move. Tree can be kind of scary if you haven't done it before, so I like to start off with this. We're going to unhook our right foot. Left foot's going to stay hooked. Now, this is more important than ever, that you have a little bit of room behind you on this box, because we're going to lean it back pretty far. Take your right foot up into that magic circle and sit up nice and tall. Pull that foot towards your face. We're gonna roll it back. Let go of your arms, let go of your head, look back. And then we squeeze and pull it up nice and tall. Let's get 2 more. Roll it back. See, my arms are still bent. Then we straighten. Relax the head. Pull it back further if you can. Roll it up. Pull yourself up. Last one. Roll it back. Release the arms. Release the head. Pull it back up. Come on out of that magic circle. Swap your feet. We get the other side. So tree, supposed to be a back extension move. If you're not comfortable letting go of your head, that's fine. That's a good goal to work towards. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Pull that foot in towards your face. We're gonna roll back. Let go of the arms, let go of the head. Pull the arms up, squeeze your abs to come back up. Roll back, straighten your arms, relax your head. Pull it back up. Let's get 2 more. Roll back, release, pull up. Last one. Roll back, release, pull up, and come on out of that. All right. Tree is one of my favorites. If you want to do full tree, I think we do it in some of our advanced videos. Go ahead and hop off your reformer, gear yourself back in. If you geared out, and take off that heavy spring. We want 1 medium spring for this next move. 1 medium. Turn your box to long box. All right. I'm not gonna lie to you, this one's a little weird to get into. So here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna just set my magic circle here. The goal is to be laying on your stomach on the box with your straps in your hands. So we're gonna grab our straps. We're gonna kind of, you know what, we need this to be up here. We're gonna straddle that reformer, pull the box forward. We're sitting on it like a horse. We got those straps, all right? I'm gonna take my magic circle in my hand so it's out of the way, and then I'm gonna come down to my stomach. So we've got these legs out behind us, and we've got the magic circle up with us. Okay, laying on your stomach, we've got this magic circle. This is kind of a swan variation, and it can be a little tough. If you're not loving it, you can take the magic circle and put it around your ankles, lose the straps, and just do a regular swan at that foot bar. We're gonna press our arms up, lift, lower, bend the arms in. So it's a little baby extension. You're kind of hoping that those springs will help you lift up a little bit. So let's do it again. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, long legs out behind you. Press that ring out. Lift it up, lift those legs like you're Superman. Lower it down, bring the arms back in. Let's get 2 more because this one is shockingly tough. We're gonna press it out. Lift up like we're Superman. Lower it down. Last one, let's lift it out. Hold it up for 4, 3, 2, lower down. Whew. All right, one last thing here. Reach that magic circle out in front of you. Take it above your head, kind of flip those straps around and get your triceps, but keep your legs active. Keep your posterior chain active. We're holding a little lift. We're keeping that head up for 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. Come on out of that. And then kind of safely slide out of that position. Hang those long loops back up on the peg. So that is a weird one. But you know what? Gotta try weird stuff. Gotta keep it interesting. We're gonna lose our box. We're done with it. You can set it to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and take my foot bar back to the middle rung. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my springs back down to one light. We're gonna be doing some single arm work. And I know my arm strength, and my arm strength is one light. If my reformer had buttons, that little half step, I would go one light button. So do with that information what you will. And then let's come to kneeling on the reformer. Your feet are right at that little headrest. Let's start with our left hand. Reach back for your short loop. I'm gonna come up into a high kneel. That's my personal preference because I don't like to be on my feet like this, but if you feel better about staying in this low kneel, you're welcome to. We're holding that magic circle with both hands. If you're doing your high kneel, come up. We're gonna reach the arms down, twist out to the side, both hands on that magic circle. We're gonna wood chop it up. So we're kind of sweeping it up at a diagonal. Lower it down. Some people have described it as more of a golf swing. I don't know. I don't play golf. And we're twisting with it. So it's not just our arms reaching. Really think about your torso kind of twisting with it. Keep your hips forward though. And just get that rotation at your waist, at that thoracic spine. Let's get one more. Good, lower it down and bring it into your chest. So we've got our elbows bent. We're just gonna go for a little chest press here. We're gonna press it out, pulse, pulse, tuck it in. Press it out, pulse, pulse, tuck it in. Let's get two more. And last one. Bring it in, lower it down, hang up that long loop. And now we get the other side. Reach back for that short loop. Pull that hand forward, grab onto that magic circle. I know about y'all, I'm getting sweaty. All right, come up to your high knee if that's what you're doing. We start with that wood chop. So we twist to the side, both hands on that magic circle, sweep it forward. You're gonna feel that strap come across your body. Try to ignore it. A good way to help with your twist is to just stare at that magic circle the whole time. One more. And then we bring it down to the center of our chest. Hands are kind of pressing in on that magic circle now. We're gonna press it out, pulse, pulse, tuck it in. Press it out, pulse, pulse, tuck it in. Let's get two more. Press it out, pulse, pulse, tuck it in. Last one, press it out, pulse, pulse, tuck it in. Lower down, hang up that long loop. Congratulate yourself because it's now legs in straps time, but with our magic circle. So set your springs to what you like. I'm gonna go one light, one medium. Oh, I'm sorry. Two mediums is also good. A medium and a heavy is also good. Do what you like and then go ahead and lay down. Set that magic circle on you for a second. Reach back, get into those straps first. Gonna focus on the inner thighs. So we're gonna put the magic circle in between our ankles. Reach those legs up to the ceiling. Keep that tailbone nice and heavy. We start with our lower and lift. Flex your feet down. Point your toes up. For a little bit more here, add a pulse pulse at the bottom and a pulse pulse at the top. You wanna focus on control. So we don't wanna see boom, boom, boom bouncing. That's how you're gonna lose the circle. So we wanna keep a squeeze and then just squeeze, squeeze a little harder. Float it up, squeeze, squeeze a little harder. So we're squeezing the whole time. We're just squeezing a little bit harder to get those pulses. And your inner thighs should be lighting up already. Lower out to a diagonal and pause. We're still squeezing. We're gonna go bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Keep your tailbone down. It really likes to lift up when we bend our knees, and we don't want to do that. We're going to keep the tailbone nice and heavy. Keep it in our legs, and we can add a pulse. Pew, 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 pew. Here as well. I don't know why I just did a sound effect. Feels a little bit better to add in a sound effect. So yeah, add in your own sound effects. Pulse, pulse. Let's get one more in each one. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. Straighten it out. Take your legs up to the ceiling and pause. We're going to go for like a figure 8. So it's a little bit weird. We're going to sweep those legs down. Come out to the side. Keep your hips down. They're going to reach but not lift. Circle around. Come down the middle. Up to the side. Down the middle. Like a figure 8 or like an infinity sign. So your hips are reaching, but we don't want a huge rock side to side like this. We want to see a little bit more control with it. Next time you're in the middle, pause. Let's go the other way. Now we're sweeping up the middle instead of down the middle. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Reach your legs up to the ceiling. Grab that magic circle. Give a little pull back, little stretch to those legs, whatever feels good. And then come on out of your long loops. Sit up on the side of your reformer. And let's do one last breath together. Here we go. Big breath in. Arms come up. Exhale. Reach back behind you. Open up that chest. Inhale and exhale. Relax. You did it. That was an intermediate class focusing on our magic circle. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe to our channel, share our channel with your friends. Let us know what other videos you want to see, what other props we should focus on, and have an amazing day.